Welcome out to the Camp Cedar Cliff Off-Road Jeep Challenge. We are here with our first competition. You've been watching a bunch of videos where we've been trying to get these Jeeps ready, but I would like to introduce to you our judging panel that's gonna be judging us through all events. This event today, this video is for the most improved Jeep. We have with us Nancy, our food services manager. Nancy.
That would be me.
That's Nancy. She's here. She's proud to be here. Next up, we have Savannah. She's our office manager. Anything you'd like to say?
I'm just really excited to get this competition rolling.
Absolutely. You know her. You love her. This is Hayley Duerstock, our HR director. Hayley, anything for him?
No words.
No words. Wow. Awesome. Karley, our office intern. Karley, you got anything for us today? All right, she's full of things to say, but don't worry, she's gonna have a lot to say when she starts looking at all of these Jeeps. This competition, Tim, I wanna welcome everybody. This is Tim Brady, CEO, director, the man in charge, the guru behind all Jeeps.
And this is a big deal because we are, with this competition, just once again highlighting the adventure of camp. And so we're gonna be taking a tour all over camp's property and experiencing the adventure of this. And the big thing is, during this competition, we're building one of the largest outdoor climbing elements in Western North Carolina right here on the property.
And that material is being dropped this week.
That's
we
right.
start construction
As we speak.
this week. So super pumped about that. Thank you for joining us, meeting our judges. Tim,
and we gotta
else?
get this thing judged. They're judging on most improved since we pulled these things out of the junkyard.
Easily,
Let's
Chris
do
and
it.
I. Easily, Chris and I.
I'm Tim with Tim and Aaron, Team Wrangler. The name is Bobcat.
That's not my name. My name's Aaron. I'm also with Team Tim and Aaron, and this is Bobcat.
This is a unique, Aaron, tell us a little bit about this unique Aaron Bumgarner artistic paint job.
So before, as you probably saw, it was a nice metallic Shrek green color. And so what I did is took some Rust-Oleum. It's actually truck bed liner, not paint. So it's gonna give it a nice rugged finish. You can throw rocks at it all day and nothing's gonna happen. We wanted to go with kind of a, I don't know, like a retro 70s vibe. So did some nice throwback stripes on there. That was very painstaking. And here we have jerry cans. And it looks like they're just for aesthetic purposes, but these bad boys are gonna be full of gas. And probably water in the other one. For rescue purposes. So definitely I would say a vast improvement from Jurassic Park stickers and green.
That's what you can see. What you can't see is underneath here is a 3-inch rough country lift kit. Springs, new shocks, lifted this 3 inches off the ground. And 31-inch mud tires. Donated, I might add. Thank you, Kevin Walker Tire. We appreciate you guys. The tree hit the front of this, hit the fender, hit the windshield. Windshield was donated. Aaron had a friend. And so, new windshield installed. We covered up the damage by this donated light bar. Added this light bar bracket. So you see the damage is now being hidden. And we stubbed out the bumper. Yeah.
This is Team Tim and Aaron. This is Team Trey and Sawyer. I am Trey.
I'm Sawyer.
And we're not Team Tim and Aaron, but this is our 94 Jeep Cherokee, and it's gonna win.
Awesome. Do you have anything to say about that, Sawyer?
I think Trey's nailed it.
So, as you can see, we have the Jeep Cherokee here. I believe it's a 94. You can see that we've upgraded the paint job quite a bit. It was this really ugly gold color before. And now it's still got that gold color, but
really ugly.
it's got a lot of great accents on it.
We went through just the basics. We did spark plugs, oil change. We're putting in a new thermostat. We also did a 3-inch lift kit on the front and back of this, which is fun. It's great. I've never done it before. But it With the tires, 4.5 inches, so we'll have a lot more clearance.
We have some skull air caps, which make it look really cool. Give us some good attitude. We've got some dice, some purple dice. A very large little tree, black ice flavored. And then we also have a hula girl.
But this is what we started with. You guys can pass that around. So we had no lift, we had bald tires, paint is looking terrible. But yeah, so we've done our due diligence to make it run.
Chris Cedar here, our facilities manager, and myself, Andrew Hall. Yes, we drew, I would say, the best straw, not the short straw, but the best straw, with this two-door 1993 Jeep Cherokee in subpar condition. Subpar.
Team Rust Bucket was also.
Team Rust Bucket. On the windshield, there used to be Team Jim, but we're going with Team Rust Bucket because, well, we drove it here on a bucket and it's got a lot of rust. So Rust Bucket. While these guys jumped straight to pretty much purely cosmetics, Chris and I were stuck in the junkyard. And we had to actually travel down to Marion, pull parts from old Jeeps. An old Jeep from 1988, we had to take the head off of that Jeep and the gasket and completely pulled the heart out of this Jeep. But I would like to say, these guys were talking about pure donations. We got about a couple grand worth of free labor donated to us to help bring this Jeep to life. I would like to thank Sawyer, Aaron, Trey, and Tim for that free labor. Master mechanics on that. But yeah, we had the engine completely, I mean, you could have pushed it down a hill and it would have ran faster in the moment.
So this is an off-road challenge. So rather than spend our money on like high gloss paint, we chose to go with something that we're ready to brush up against some trees. If you remember too, we didn't have floorboards when we started this. So can direct you to our new floorboards. We got some aluminum road signs. When we started, we were sucking exhaust. As soon as you started the Jeep filled with exhaust fumes because driver's side and passenger side didn't have any floorboards. Filled the Jeep right away. So speed limit sign on the passenger side. We also didn't have any seats. Now we have two working seats. The back, we've started with what's going to be a wood hauler. So we completely removed all plastic carpet out of the whole Jeep.
We have our seat belts conveniently ready to go whenever you're ready to go. And as Chris has been saying, if you see anything that's not metal right now, that's because we had to completely cut it out. Because A, it wasn't there, or it was in a bucket, or it was laying on the floor because it was that rusty. So that's that, yeah. If you'll notice, this Jeep is all electric. It has no exhaust pipe. That's a joke, just kidding. The exhaust pipe ends right behind the passenger seat, therefore filling up the cabin nicely with exhaust. Prior to our legal speed limit sign that we found, legal.
Yeah.
It was not taken from I-40 because it's 25 miles an hour. So Chris fabricated that with his master craftsmanship, and yeah, our paint job is working. We just got back from Lowe's before recording this video. That's why our microphone is also a can of camouflage spray paint from Lowe's. Any questions? Comments? Concerns?
See your motor that you worked so hard on.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What she said. Too long?
Or the door closes sometimes. So, when we were in the junkyard, we did not even have a breather box. This thing was just completely inoperable. It had practically no vacuum lines to it. But thanks to Timothy J. Brady and his wisdom of all things Jeep, we were able to dissect this engine and figure out the true problem. Chris was the first one to diagnose with a head gasket and head repair option. Just to point that out, that is this guy right here. There's a block that goes all the way back. So we did spend all of last Thursday and Friday So sorry about not spending all of our pre-summer time not working on the Jeep. Yeah, that's where we're at. It runs
Pretty good.
sometimes, most of the time. Just give it 20 minutes to warm up.
Give you a few minutes to deliberate. And first, second, third place, so we're deciding on 100, 50, and 0.
Chris, who do you think is going to win?
It's easy. Me, team Rust Bucket. Wish for that Jeep, and glad we got that Jeep. I think we've got the upper hand. I think the rest of the teams are going to be worried about scratching that shiny paint, but we're ready to brush up some trees and go at it.
I just want to make sure you guys make the right decision.
I am open for breakfast. Where'd you get that? That's not near enough.
I can throw this in there too.
Okay, ready? Nobody cry, okay?
Okay, so we decided to split them into 2 categories so we can really talk about what improvements you guys made, and what changes you did, and come to a decision, okay? So I split it into appearance, so appearance improvement, so cosmetic stuff, mostly the outside, what you guys did, and we also talked about mechanical improvements. So keep in mind, we also talked about where you came from. So it's not just the final product. We talked a lot about what you had from the beginning, okay?
They're all looking decent. So to start with Tim and Aaron's Jeep, we gave y'all a solid 9 out of 12. We love the detail.
9 out of 10.
We love the detail. Yeah, we did 12 because
We each had 3 points.
Yeah. 9 out of 12.
But we love the detail. We love the custom artwork done by Aaron. We just thought it looked phenomenal. The second Jeep we had was Sawyer and Trey, and we gave y'all a 10 out of 12. Whoa! We love the detail, the different pieces inside to make it customizable to y'all.
The stickers.
We really
yeah.
like the stickers.
The stickers that relate all.
Stickers.
And it came from behind. No one likes beige, so
That's true.
it came a
For
good
sure.
way.
Y'all did a lot of work to make it how y'all wanted it to look. And lastly but not least,
Well,
Also least.
also
it was the least.
Also least. Last but least. Last and least.
we got a solid, real solid 4 out of 12.
Woo!
That's about how much our spray paint costs, $4.
Now let's talk about the mechanical improvements, Savannah.
so we'll start with Tim and Aaron's Jeep. We gave you guys a 2 out of 12 for mechanical.
Whoa! Man. Is it getting hot? Is it getting hot in here?
You have to keep in mind it's improvement.
A 2 out of 12?
It's improvement.
We just didn't really hear anything in your spiel about too many mechanical improvements.
We heard a lot about a tree. And
Seem to have done a lot of damage.
that fell and that you covered up some damage on the top, but
The stories got a lot thicker as they went on, though. Okay, move on.
Okay, so then we came to this Jeep, and we gave you guys a 5 out of 12 for mechanical.
I'd love to have a 5.
Yeah. So we gave Team Chris and Andrew a 12 out of 12.
Oh, yes! Woo!
Is that even possible?
It is. It is
Wait,
possible.
this is theirs.
So remember, we harped a lot on where they started.
This is all about improvements.
Yes.
This round.
So although They all look, I think, as Karley put it, decent, and they're all running decent. They really started from the bottom. Okay, so that gave Team Tim and Aaron a total of 11 points.
Out of 12.
11 out of 12. You can't do much better than that.
11 out of
1 point better.
Sorry, got your hips up. He was getting excited. Got your hips up.
Team Trey and Sawyer finished with 15 out of 24.
So we still have a chance.
And Chris and Andrew finished with 16
Go, baby.
out of 24.
Yes!
Finally film disappointment.
Which means first place goes to Aaron and Chris.
And Chris.
Me and Chris. All right. Woo!
Oh, looking right at you.
Only 12 right here.
I would like to thank our master mechanic and fabricator, Chris Seeger. He's a facilities manager, and he does work at Camp Cedar Cliff. Oh man, Chris, how do you feel about our victory today?
I'm not surprised.
I'm not either. I mean, literally, we drove here on a bucket we broke down coming in the cove, and now we're here. They said it well. We would just love to thank our judges for coming out today.
Oh, I'm sure you
We
do.
would love to thank our judges. Let's pan back over to our judges. They are unbiased, completely unbiased. I do believe I saw Sawyer trying to even bribe them, but it didn't
I
work.
saw that.
So thank you.
Hey. So apparently Aaron just stopped crying before we had to stop the camera for a minute because Aaron was pretty upset.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't like to watch a grown bearded man cry, but it was pretty sad. We came out, Aaron, I think the total we had was 11. And I'd like to say that's 11 out of 10, but they were using a 12 scale. And then,
24.
so I thought, okay, 11 out of 12, that's pretty good. Then I found out that it was 11 out of 24.
So that's less than half.
It's less than a 50% on a test score, I can tell you that. So Aaron and I have our work cut out for us, but I have new information, Aaron. See, we can't just be thinking about what we're doing. We gotta think about these judges. We gotta think about what they're looking for.
I'm thinking maybe
I don't know.
a food delivery service.
Something is going to be changing. So, hey, we're excited about you joining us on this journey. This is episode 4, and there's gonna be a total of 12. That means we have a lot of competition coming. Every week, a new video coming at you, and we're putting these on the trail next week. You don't wanna miss this, because this is where Aaron and I are gonna shine, off-road. So keep it up, watch us. Be sure to click like and subscribe, and then you're gonna get an automatic update every time we load. So see you guys next week. Thanks again for joining us.
Turn on post notifications.